Hey guys, so I'm gonna be lifting some prints off two items tonight. Lifting fingerprints off of with magnetic. This is a magnetic wand, and you're gonna wanna like put it inside, and then some of it should come. I have paper down here also, so not to worry. And then I'm just lightly brushing the magnetic. I have a print. Cool. I'm just lightly like brushing the powder against the candle to try to see like the best result. Okay, so as you can see, we have a couple of prints. None of them are like very defined. I could probably just lift, like honestly I don't think I can lift any from this. I could probably lift one right here. Let me try. But there's one. Sorry, I'm like trying to get all this stuff out. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's one right there. I'm gonna try to lift this. Try to lift a print from this candle that I just did. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to peel this. You're gonna want to make sure that you're not touching it at all. Otherwise it can really affect it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So you're gonna grab it and you're gonna put it right there. And you're gonna wanna make sure that you get no air bubbles whatsoever. Here's a better point of view. You can see that I put the tape over it and I'm trying to get no air bubbles inside of it. Okay, so you can see that I got the print, so I'm going to slowly lift it. And then you're gonna take your card, and you're going to place it right on top. Sorry guys. And then you can see that you have a print right there. So next up, we're gonna be using the regular powder. You're gonna wanna grab some powder like this one and then pour it out on a sheet of paper, which is what I just did. A little goes a long way. Don't overdo it. So what you're gonna wanna do now is you're gonna wanna coat your brush in the powder. I put gloves on because personally I don't want it to like mess with like the other fingerprints that are already on there. So you're gonna grab your brush and you're going to dust it like back and forth, or you could do circular motions. So let's do that. And then usually if there's prints, they'll pop up right away. And if there isn't any, then to retrieve like two fingerprints from it. So I'm going to show you guys how to develop the fingerprints. So since we were able to retrieve some fingerprints from it, we're going to use this fingerprint tape and this fingerprint card, and we're going to lift one of the fingerprints from it. So what you're going to do is, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a print right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tape, and then I'm going to peel the back of it, and then you're going to want to make sure not to touch anything because it could affect your fingerprint. Okay, so when doing this, you're going to want to be careful not to get any air bubbles. So I always just do flat and then I press it. And then I always like to lift upwards. So there it is, guys. There's a fingerprint right there. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna grab your card, and then you're gonna wanna place it down, and then there it is, and then you guys are gonna label it accordingly to what it is.